all you guys there. Hey, Zion Williamson made his debut last night in the NBA. Matt Barnes and Jay Will here. He got hot in the fourth quarter. Jay, he started to go off, and from three.
Look, if Zion Williamson is making threes, then everybody in the world is going to have a problem. That's the one lost trait of his game that he needs to improve.
So here you see him getting it done closer to the rim. And on the Pelicans' next possession, Alvin Gentry's thinking about subbing Zion out, but then he continues to stay hot. So, Matt, he says, no, I'm keeping him in the game.
I mean, it's a tough situation. Obviously, Al wants to win the game, but he wants to protect Zion. So I think he was stuck in the matrix for about a 2-minute span where he wanted to sub him out, but he was playing so well he couldn't.
Matt, you said earlier in the show, Zion's fourth quarter is one of the best we've ever seen from a rookie. Just this stretch of minutes. Yeah. What are you seeing here?
I just think considering the circumstances, you know what I mean? He had a rough first 3 quarters. He finally gets some minutes, gets some rhythm, and he shows the potential of what he can be. And the fact that he's actually shooting these threes with consistency and confidence is going to be scary. 17
straight points for Zion. The Pelicans would take the lead, but then they took him out of the game, and so the Pelicans lost the game. Either way, it was fun to see him finally in the NBA, Jay Will, and we see those highlights and the flash plays. But if you're David Griffin watching this game, what kind of roller coaster are you on?
I mean, you jump out of your seat, and at the same time, you're biting your fingernails. And Zion Williamson is so special. But these are some things that you see if you're David Griffin when you're paying attention. First off, coming off this screen, you're going to see the shot goes up. Zion Williamson just standing straight up. You have Jakob Poeltl, who's going to run to the basket. You have other players who are just staring at the flight of the ball. Now, here's the beautiful thing, Matt, as it goes up. Zion goes to get the ball. Look at that. Are you kidding me? You have, this is 7-1 versus 6-6.
On a good day.
On a good, look how he skies over the top. But what worries me, right, if you're David Griffin, is this. The traffic jam at the bottom. Yeah. Zion Williamson said that he worked on the way he had the shock absorb. When he landed, he wanted to land with 2 feet, not 1, in order to decrease his risk of injury. Matt, look at the way he lands. That's 285 pounds.
On one big chicken wing.
On one big chicken wing, right there. And also, look at the proximity of Jakob's feet. Yeah. A couple inches off right to the left, he could land on that. That can tear a meniscus or an ACL.
It's going to be a long season if this is the kind of stuff we're looking at. I know his goal was to land properly and retrain himself. And you know, as an athlete, you're out there, you're playing on instinct, especially in the emotion of the game. So luckily, he absorbed it and started the break.
But here's amazing. He's a point center, guys. So as you see the defense, everybody's backpedaling, trying to get back into play. His vision overall makes him so unique and different. He sees this lane by E'Twaun Moore, and he makes the pass right on the mark to allow him to go for an easy layup. That's how talented he is.
Well, you know, the weakness that they say of him is shooting threes, so they want to load up to him. But when he has this kind of court vision and the ability to push the ball, it's really hard to load to him.
Next play, DeMar DeRozan leads the league in two-point attempts. He wants to drive. Zion Williamson standing up. DeMar DeRozan has a straight lane to the rim, okay? You see, once again, a little bit winded, standing up. Now, back in the day, this is where Zion Williamson would go get it. He would go up, he would block that shot. Even if he jumped a second after DeMar DeRozan did, he would still go get that. A little bit timid, didn't jump. But watch, here's the play that makes it happen, though, Matt. They push the ball back in transition. He sees that DeMar DeRozan is smaller than him physically, posts him up, and that's a little seal that you were talking about right there with the hand on the back.
I mean, he's so strong that just a small touch on the small of his back, you can tell once the ball's thrown up that DeMar can't even jump. So that
you're gonna see
that credits how strong Zion is.
Exactly. You're going to see the pass over the top, the seal pass. He goes and he gets it. But here's the amazing thing again. Okay, I'm going to go back. I messed that up. Sorry. The pass goes over the top. He goes and he gets it. Look at that athleticism. DeMar DeRozan, still, even though he's at the latter part of his career, still one of the freakishly most athletic guys we have in the game. But watch the way Zion comes down again, Laura. That's 285 pounds once again.
On the bad leg.
On the bad leg.
It does. It makes you nervous when you see all this happening, and great stuff out of you, Jay Will. We're going to have Jalen join us in the top of the next hour for a little more on Zion. I thought Doris Burke said it so well ahead of his debut. You just want him to stay healthy so we continue to watch his magic for a long time to come.
But when he's in constant situations like that and he's being reactive, he's not thinking about how I land. He's just reacting, and that increases his chance of getting hurt.
Let's get back to football, Greeny.
All right, let's do it. Now, the football crew is standing by. They're ready to go. But we have cleared the decks for the debut of the 19-year-old phenom. And we bring in Matt Barnes for the first time in a long time. I'm not sure what he would have done defensively with this fella last night. Let's take a look at the pictures of Zion Williamson's debut last night. Jay Will against the Spurs. He's all fired up and ready to go, and the pregame festivities were exciting and enthusiastic. And early on, he's making the nice feed for his first assist.
Here's the thing about Zion. He has incredible vision, and he's willing to make everybody else around him better, the consummate team player.
This is the first shot attempt of his NBA career. No good. He played 4 minutes in the first quarter. To the second we go. He played this game in spurts. Pelicans down 9, second quarter. And watching here, working hard inside Jay Will for his first NBA bucket.
And we will show you all of those spurts and all of these highlights. But Zion, just a workhorse. This is the kind of energy he brings to the table consistently.
2 points in 8 minutes in the first half. So you're thinking, okay, he'll ease in, and you see the way he runs. It makes everybody nervous. And then you got the turnovers in the third quarter. Quite a few of them. 5 turnovers on the night in all.
It's just being out of rhythm, not playing basketball for 3 months, finding what that timing is on the court.
So they would ask Alvin Gentry after 3 quarters, what are you seeing to this point? And he sounded optimistic, perhaps a sign of things to come.
Oh, he's going to be fine. Right now, he's just playing so conservative. He won't play that way. I'm not worried about him. We'll get him where he needs to be.
All right, I told you, if all you saw were the first 3 quarters, you missed the show. Here we go. Fourth quarter, down by 8. Zion, oh, look at him going up high for the rebound, and then starting the break, and he gets the assist. How about the ups at this point for the young fella?
Once again, not being timid to go over a guy like Jakob Poeltl, who is 7'1". He's 7'1". Sky's over him. Zion's 6'6". That's the kind of athletic ability he has.
Next possession, down by 8. Alonzo, outside. That's Zion, his first NBA 3, and he was just getting comfortable from downtown. Here's Lonzo throwing it up, and Zion throwing it down. 5 points for Zion in 30 seconds. Pelicans within 5. Next Pelicans possession. They're going to leave him wide open, and he's going to take the shot.
Well, that's the scouting report. Pop is smart. You do leave him open, you let him shoot, but Zion's also had 3 months to work on that jump shot.
8 straight points for Zion. He's rolling. Now, after a Spurs bucket, if he don't succeed the first time, try again. That's 10 straight for Zion in 4 possessions. Another bucket for San Antonio. Another 3 for Zion.
Do you feel the energy shifting for the Pelicans? Even in 18 minutes, this is how he plays.
Next possession. Oh, you're kidding. Yes. 4 for 4 for Zion from 3. He would score 17 consecutive points, and then they would take him out of the game. Coach says, big fella, we got to sit you back down.
And then the Pelicans lose.
And that would be all she wrote. He would score 22 points in 18 minutes. And yes, the Pelicans would lose. What a night for Zion Williamson.
It was everything I dreamed of, except for the losing part. Just the energy the crowd brought, the energy the city brought. It was electric. And I'm just grateful that they did that.
You had not hit 4 threes, I think, in a game in college. Were you in the zone?
I guess so. I'm gonna just say, when you're not able to move around, do athletic movements for a while, and the only thing you can do is just shoot, spot up jumpers, I guess that was a result of that.
And so, again, it was a tale of 2 different games for him last night. First 3 quarters, nothing special, and then 17 in the fourth in a consecutive streak, including a 4 for 4 mark from 3. Those 17 points tied for the most in a quarter in a debut over the last 20 NBA seasons. So let's get Matt in here into the conversation. I'll give you the floor. What did you make of what he did in that fourth quarter?
As a player, it's all about rhythm. You know, playing in 2, 3-minute, 4-minute spurts in the first half, you probably wouldn't expect much, especially him being in preseason form, basically, and we're in mid-season. But he got extended minutes in the fourth quarter, and he caught a rhythm. And he took the challenge. He took the challenge knowing that my job is, they're going to make me shoot this 3. And he wasn't afraid to shoot it, which I like. He's obviously not going to shoot 4 for 4 every game, but he took the challenge, he stepped up, and he just shows what kind of excitement he's going to bring to the game. He's been out for 3 months.
Jay, he said yesterday, Zion did, that he's worked on the way that he would land and how he would try to prevent injury going forward. Did you see that in this game from him?
No, not necessarily, but I saw a lot of great things from him in this game. He's a lightning bolt. That's why he's the first pick in the NBA draft. You see the momentum that he was able to create with his team. Brandon Ingram didn't have a great game. Drew Holiday didn't have a great game. But yet Zion's in the game in the fourth quarter, and they have a 1-point lead. The way he gets everybody involved in a game, that's what makes him a great team player. He thinks about everybody first.
Look, we all watched him play last year. Every single game that he played at Duke was like must-see TV. If he's going to add this 3-point thing to his repertoire, I mean, last night, among the things he did last night, was pass Ben Simmons on the all-time 3-point shot it made.
Wow! Ben, you hear that, Ben?
He has made twice as many threes in his career last night in 18 minutes as Ben Simmons has. My point is, they let Simmons shoot threes he won't even try. This guy's going out there and taking that shot.
He had 22 points, 7 rebounds in 18 minutes. per 48 minutes. That's 59 points.
the charts.
That's 59 points. He averages 1.2 points per minute, Matt. That's what he plays like.
He's a rare player who is a #1 pick, going to be a superstar, but can get his within the flow of the game with just straight hustle, energy. And we saw a lot of that last night. And like you said, if he's going to be able to shoot the three like that, it's a nightmare.
Now, look, I was